we just saw Straight Outta Compton, and I thought it was pretty good. What'd you think?
Very artistically honest movie. Really enjoyable.
What do you mean by that?
It was just very honest, you know? I mean, it seemed like it just came from a very honest place. You know, you could actually feel it. It wasn't just like you were watching something. You could actually, like, feel what was going on. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I thought the actors did a good job portraying the characters and stuff. The movie was 2 hours and 21 minutes, and it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel that long to me.
Did not.
So that's a plus. The only thing is, like, I didn't really feel for the characters.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I didn't feel bad for Easy. Like,
oh, wow.
I mean, like, he got, you know, everyone knows the story of Eazy-E, but, so, like, it's not so much that I didn't feel bad for him, but, like, his homie comes and visits him, and his homie's like, man, this is so sad, and I'm like, why were they sad? I didn't get that they were, like, really tight anyway. He was the dude that was like, you know, he put up the money for the group, then he put the money up for the group, then he dicks them over, and then they're all like, well, we're sad you died. And we're like, yo, man, you ripped us off.
Well, you know, I mean, I think from the movie, it seemed like they were very cool at first. Like, they were really tight. I don't want to give away the movie, but in one of the earlier scenes, it was clear that they were, tight, you know, down for each other. So the other stuff was just a product of the business and all that kind of stuff, which happens in real life, you know. But at the end of the day, they were still homies. I mean, they might have went their separate ways. Yeah,
but did you connect? Did it make you feel? Did you get feelings? Did it move you emotionally in those scenes when people were?
I mean, yes. I mean,
yeah.
The man had a illness, you know, and there was no cure at the time. As we just said.
Well, there's no cure.
Today they can do things to prolong someone's life, but I mean, at the time, all they were saying was that they were gonna, you know, make him comfortable, and it's just like, wow. Like, I mean, had that been today, they could have maybe done a little bit more. Maybe he could have had more influence, you know, in society, you know, beyond that time.
Well, the one thing I did like was that they had so many characters, and I think everyone got a little turn, even though it's predominantly an Eazy-E movie.
Okay.
I mean, would you agree that was like Eazy's movie?
I think they definitely paid their respects. You know what I mean? You know, so, and, you know, what it appears to be, from what I understand, I was a little young, you know, when NWA came out, but at the same time, I feel that, you know, maybe they were telling a story from the place, you know, where they were, you know, and obviously, I think his death had a big impact, as other people's, you know, death has in the music industry.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw it at the Man Chinese Theater on Hollywood Boulevard, and there were people all around us. You know, one person was like trying to like dub the movie to sell it on the street. Yeah, he got caught, and they threw his ass out and all this. And but people were singing along, and they knew the words, and it was like their story. Right. And what was so fascinating to me was that while I grew up with the Dr. Dre, the Chronic album, and a bunch of the other songs I knew, the moment there was a point where they started playing East Coast songs.
Okay.
And me and you looked at each other. We were like, yeah, kicking new flavor in your ear, you know. And it was like, and we were like, and it was so what I got was that for the people there, that's their stuff. That's their movie. Like, those songs, they own those songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? For them, every one of them songs, you know, rolling down the street in my 6'4".
Right.
You know, that's like, they're like, that's like grooving. For us, it's like, so,
yeah, like that's like the culture. That's their, like, that's okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So, and they had Pac was in it. That was cool. I thought everyone looked like the people relatively.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting when you watch a movie where other characters are playing people you actually know in real life.
Yeah.
You always wonder if there's going to be that disconnect throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And I have to say there wasn't. I mean, I think Ice Cube's son played
Ice Cube's son.
I was thinking, okay, but like he actually, I almost forgot that it just felt real. It felt honest. Even the other characters. I mean, it wasn't so much even about their physical makeup anymore. It was just really about embodying like who the person was. So, and I think they all did a great job.
Yeah. So
doing that.
All right. So what I do is I rate it from 1 to 100.
Well, you know, hey man, you got it. You know.
What are you gonna say?
Hey, if this was another movie, you know, maybe you could play around, but you gotta give it 100.
You give it 100?
You got to, man. You can't not.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna give it.
If
100.
it's true story, if it's a true story, you gotta give it 100. You know?
No, it's. What do you mean? You just gotta give it 100. You don't have to give it 100.
You gotta give it 100.
All right. So I'm giving it like. I'm gonna give it an 80 because I enjoyed it. While it didn't hit me emotionally like it hit Sebastian, I like there was enough there for me to like enjoy seeing it, and I'll probably talk about particular scenes. I mean, they went for it. The party scenes were great. You know, a bunch of naked girls running all around, and so they gave you a taste of that. And I like how it wasn't like a condensed movie. It was like all the way up.
Right.
And so. That's it.
Well, no, actually, hold on. Before we wrap this up, you know, at the same time, you mentioned something about the scenes, and you know, I think that like good hip hop artists do this, and other people, they really depict the culture of the people that they live in, and I think, you know, they did a good job in the movie to they didn't just show the music and glorify just music. They were showing the conditions that they were living in. I mean, you know, where they had the police brutality, you know, all these things going on. And at the time, you know, that, you know, being censored and things like that, where, you know, today there's more rights, there's more people with a lot more liberty and stuff like that right now. But at the time, I don't know, it was just. But anyway, they really spoke to that, and then they showed the music to give you the appreciation. So, you know, I don't know. I think.
Well, to speak directly to that, I thought it was overhanded. It was too much. It was like, we get it. You know what I mean? We got it. We got it.
I mean, you know, maybe it was a snapshot, and you know they had to capture, you know, but at the same time it happened. I mean, the Rodney King, I think they showed the real footage. Was that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
and that's more footage than I ever saw. The Rodney
King. I mean, it actually happened. So what I'm saying is to the point where, you know, obviously I wasn't there, but I mean, if it's all true, then it's just telling true facts, and in which case I think they did a great job, and I have to give it 100 for that reason.
All right, so. Follow my videos, share my videos, subscribe to my channels, tell your friends, do it all.
And what's your handle on the?
It's just Ian Fitzgerald. The Ian Fitzgerald Show.
Is there like is it YouTube, Instagram?
It's YouTube.
YouTube /
I don't know that.
Okay. Ian Fitzgerald. Ian Fitzgerald
just
Show.
Ian Fitzgerald, movie critic. All right.
Well, you know what? You have to say though, anybody who. Yeah, like you gave it an 80. So I mean, I think that, you know, anybody, yeah, when you look for someone, you look for a critic, you're almost looking for information on whether it's worth the time to actually go out, take the time, spend the money to watch a particular movie.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, if you know, it seems like you're kind of a harder critic, and I think that it's more credible.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's being said, so I would say go to the movies to see this. But not because the movie is such a quality that you would need to, but it's an R-rated movie. It's an adult movie, and it's about like our generation and our culture. So I think we need to support movies like this, and so I would recommend anyone that wanted to see it, go see it.
Yeah.
All right. Peace. I love you.